So guys, this video you're about to watch will actually first of all shock you, and you'll be amazed to see the response our senators gave on the question that was asked. If they should put or would I say they should investigate our militaries on how they spend the money being given to them to increase their ammunitions. You will be surprised to hear the response of that video. These are the people that are ruling us. These are the senators that were elected or appointed to speak for the masses. But you will be shocked to hear their response on this question that was asked. Watch this video, guys.
Oshiomhole, Comrade Oshiomhole, raised his hand that he had an addition he would like to make. And this was his addition.
The Senate Committee on Army and Air Force should ensure that we do not only provide more money to the armed forces, that we guide jealously what they use that money to procure. Because under the supervision and oversight of this National Assembly, previous service chiefs diverted money to building universities in their various communities. Those are the kind of resources that should have been used to procure modern technology. And to think that money was being diverted to non-essentials. And as we speak, those institutions are not teaching anything about security. They are just another glorified university. And I believe that if half of those money was used to strengthen NDA in terms of competence of the men, and the rest used to procure modern technology for the armed forces, the armed forces would have been far more competent. Just last year when we were doing the supplementary budget, we saw that the Navy even appropriate money to buy a yacht. That is why the oversight responsibility of this Senate is extremely important, to prevent the armed forces to prioritize in a manner that coincides with what we think the Nigerian Army should be doing.
This was what Oshiomhole wanted, and very simple. Let there be a committee that oversees the money given to the military if they actually goes to buy those ammunition or they use it for their personal interest. Very simple as that. But not everybody was support of that. That's where our senators were asked a question if they agree with the terms, and you'll be shocked what they hear. Let me allow you guys to just hear those questions and hear the response.
Prayer proposed by the Distinguished Senator Oshiomhole is to the effect that we should mandate our Senate committees on defense, Navy, Air Force, Army, and other related security agencies to oversight all appropriations to the armed forces to avoid diversion of such monies from procurement of necessary tools to fight insurgents into unnecessary construction of universities in various domains of the armed forces chiefs. This prayer has been seconded. Those in support of the prayer say aye. Those against say nay.
Even the Senate president was confused just as I was confused. And we were like, okay, you know what? Uncle, Daddy, President, say it again.
Let me take it again. The prayer is that all the Senate committees on defense, Navy, Air Force, and Army should immediately oversight and monitor that all appropriations made by this hallowed chamber are not diverted by the service chiefs to construction of universities in their communities, as happened in the past, but rather injected into the purchase of weaponry and technological equipment meant to fight insurgencies. This prayer has been seconded. Those in support of this additional prayer say aye. And those against say nay. Okay. The nays have it.
They still said nay, that should not be added. And I asked the question, goodness gracious, did these guys understand what Comrade Adams Oshiomhole was asking them to do? So they're saying that, no, once we give you monies to buy new pew-pews, that's new, I won't call the name. Somebody calls them pew-pews, I'll call them that, and new boom-booms. That they can use the money to build a university, to build a hospital, to build anything for public good, other than buying equipment for the military. You guys said nay to that? I am wondering. I am suggesting that we get rid of this voice vote thing. Let people vote and have their names added to the pattern of their votes. So we will know, Sir Olele Karo, Unomode of Isoko, something like that, voted no to this, and we'll have it all published. You know, something like that happened in Kenya, and the constituents of some of those reps visited them, not in a very good way. Anyway, they laughed. At the end of that vote, they laughed. And that laughter pained me.
The solution is very simple. Today, there are a lot of misgiving, a lot of misinterpretations of what is happening. Some people believe, some people in government are supporting this move. Some people believe, some people sponsor those who are destabilizing our nation within the country. The answer is very simple. We cannot pretend that we are capable of confronting the situation in our hands. America, as powerful as they are, when the pandemic came, got to a point that China had to claim, they came to their rescue. We shouldn't pretend that we needed foreign support now. Let nobody deceive us, Mr. President. A lot of billions of naira have been voted for security services. Nothing is coming out of it. We wouldn't wait until our nation gets bombed. Let us shout and call for foreign support. I am a APC man and I've been supporting my party. But the president should get to know that it has gotten to a point that we who are supporters, who are members of the APC, we can no longer keep quiet. The president must rise to the occasion. You know, say we you will not see the truth and you are afraid to say it because you will die. We must open, Mr. President. The nation is on fire. The president must rise to the occasion. It costs us nothing to get foreign support. We must rise to the occasion. We must bring in people to save this country, or else we will be consumed. Every one of us will have a chapter for history. Whenever the history of this period will be written, whatever is our position, we have a chapter. We cannot keep quiet any longer. It has gotten to a point that we cannot sleep with our two eyes closed. We are not free. Our children are not free. The president must rise to the occasion. There is no nation that is so powerful that doesn't need support of other nations. Individual cannot say you will leave the world without any other person with you. So we must rise. The situation is our security system has collapsed. It has failed. And because it has failed, we need to look for foreign support. It costs Nigeria nothing. Forget the ego, forget the superiority of Nigeria in African nations. Today, we are facing serious problems. If our nation is to survive this period, I'm not in doubt that the security architecture we have today cannot cope with what we are facing. Every part of this country is threatened. From the north to the south, nobody is safe. Nobody can travel 50 kilometers in our nation. I feel like shedding tears for a country that we grew up, where nobody harasses you when you travel from Lagos to Maiduguri. I've done it in times past. Today, I cannot travel from here to Kaduna to Niger State where I was born. The president must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation. This is my position, Mr. President. We must rise to it. They are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly. Let's shut down. If we cannot save this country, we stay in our homes. Our country is bleeding. People are in poverty. There's no food. People are hungry. Insecurity is threatening us.